Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to show you how you can 5x your volume and conversions for the enterprise B2B sale. Now, for context, my name is Sky, like the big blue sky, and the company that I built this for is an advanced warehouse and fulfillment automation SaaS. And so the example that I'm going to walk you through here was really to solve the primary problem that was the constraint as I see it in their sales teams, like outreach system. So they have 5 SDRs, 5 AEs, and the biggest thing getting in the way of getting more conversions is that their reps spend the bulk majority of their time doing a ton of research before they reach out to prospects. And even when they spend all of this time doing research, a lot of times they're still not able to find the information that they want programmatically. So super time consuming, doesn't yield a great result. And then because they're unable to find a lot of this information manually, having the reps do it, they just have to call in to try and gather that information to figure out if these leads are even a fit for them in the first place. So there's a ton of wasted effort, a ton of wasted time, and we've been able to essentially automate the entire research process for them and be able to deliver ranked and scored prospects that we already know are a good fit. And we've got data points that we can use to customize conversations and fuel outreach. So there's 3 key data points that this company wants on their prospect as ideal information that they would want to know to make sure that someone is a good fit and be armed with some information before reaching out. And this might be different for you, but the same process basically applies in how we could build out research for your sales team. And for this company, the 3 data points that they were looking for are: 1, whether or not they ship products from their own warehouse based in the US or Canada. Do they have their own ERP system of record? And if so, which one is it? And then do they have more than 3,000 parcel orders a month or more than 200 LTL, less than truckload, orders per month? And so, I realize your data points are almost certainly going to be different than this, but the same principles apply here. And so we weren't able to get a 100% hit rate across all these different data points, but we're able to get pretty good hit rates here. And so what I'll show you is like how we built this out, some other ways that we used different data to like infer some of those different data points. And so the first one is whether or not the target company ships products from their own warehouse. And the first one here is warehouse usage. And so we basically used an AI agent called Claygent using this product here, Clay, to automate and find the research. And it's pretty simple. I'll show you the prompt here. You can pause it to check that out, but I'll breeze through it here. And so we're able to see it's not 100% accurate. So it's looking on the internet to try and find some of this information. And so in this column, we've got whether or not we're able to find if they have their own warehouse. And then there's also like reasoning here. So this could also be provided to your reps so that they know where this information is coming from. And so we can see that the AI was able to find it directly on the company's website, that most of the orders are leaving their warehouse within 1 to 2 business days, which means they probably use their own warehouse to ship from. Second one is the ERP system of record, and if so, which one? Same principle here. So we use the same enrichment, the Claygent enrichment here, and then this is the prompt. It's just like really, really simple. And this has a lower hit rate. Maybe it's because some of them don't use an ERP, or what's I think more likely is that the information might not be publicly available online. So we were able to get, as you can see here, maybe like a 50% hit rate on this data point. And then same thing, showing the source where we're able to find the information just so that we can cross-check, verify if we wanted to. This is kind of an add-on data point. They wanted to know if any of their prospects had Shopify hosted websites. So not one of the top 3 data points, but we just added it in there. The second data point was the ERP, which we already covered. The third one was whether or not they have more than 3,000 parcel orders per month or more than 200 less than truckload orders per month. And so this one was interesting because it's almost like it's more private information I would consider about a company, and none of them publicly are. I've maybe found one example where a company was like really publicly showing this, and it's more so in the jobs data, which I'll show you how we pulled that in just a second. But what we did here instead is we kind of just use website traffic as a proxy. If we assume, at least for like the e-commerce vertical of their customers, if we assume like X average percentage of website visitors turn into some type of order, then we can kind of use that at least as like an indicator as to maybe who we want to go after first if we wanted to get bigger deals. And so we pulled in the website traffic, used just like a very kind of arbitrary conversion rate number to estimate the number of parcel orders. So again, this can be used to prioritize leads. Like maybe you don't want to go after this one, no website traffic, or some of the smaller ones, right? And then from there, we essentially just pulled in jobs data for almost like extra data and information. And so there's a couple layers to this. The first one, we used LinkedIn jobs. We pulled in the jobs, and then from there, we fed all of the jobs data into OpenAI to do a little bit of analysis and inference for us. And so you can really customize this to tell you anything. But in this example, what we were looking for is like more information or another layer of verification as to whether or not they send from their own warehouse. If they have an ERP of record, and it might say that in like the job description, the number of parcel orders, this is a tough one. And then finally, just a short analysis of like, based on all the job descriptions, what problem do we think the company is trying to solve, or what pain points are they experiencing? And this information can be fed to the sales reps so that they can be like armed with some good information to maybe steer the conversation with a prospect that they connect with. And so we use LinkedIn jobs data for all the areas where LinkedIn jobs data wasn't found. We use Google jobs data. We scraped the information from the Google Jobs link, verified that it was the right company, and then we did the same exercise again here. And so that's like the high level of this process and just like a really brief example. If you have salespeople and they're spending a ton of time doing like manual research to try and figure out information about prospects, and you want to be able to cut all that manual research out so they can just spend time on the best prospects and do more activities, get more conversions, happy to talk to you about how we could build something custom like this out for you. But if you're not a potential customer, I hope that you found this video valuable, and please hit the like and subscribe button below. It helps the channel out a lot. But other than that, I will see you in the next video. Bye.